I quit drinking a little over 7 months ago. I was holding for applause. Nope, it's too late. I also quit smoking, and thanks. Thank you. Today is actually day 219 of Operation Stop Having Fun, and so far it's been a complete success. I hadn't realized how much time and energy I was spending on getting drunk and then recovering from the hangover. And now that I'm sober, I found that I have a lot of energy to do stuff I never did before, like crying and cussing at strangers. I've been cussing a lot. The hardest part about being sober has been comedy, because I used to always have a couple beers before going up on stage, and now I don't do that anymore. And so sometimes when I'm up here, it feels kind of unnatural. Like, to me, doing comedy without drinking is a lot like stripping without having been molested. It's like, how did I get up here? What? Are you really offended? Okay. I don't believe you. One time, before I quit drinking, one time I got drunk with a friend of mine. We got really super drunk and we were walking home late at night. And we turned down this quiet street and saw a pack of wild boys up ahead. And she got really nervous, but I wasn't scared at first because I watched the nature shows. And if you're like a bison or something in the wild, not every pack of lions you walk past is hungry. Sometimes they've eaten right before you get there. So I thought maybe if we play it cool, they won't bug us. But as we approached, they did spread out into attack formation. And one of them came up to each of us, and the guy that came up to me goes, "Hey, you looking for a good time?" And I said, "No, sir, you know what kind of time I'm looking for is the kind that involves an undercover cop." Because in my drunken logic, I thought that would convey that I was a cop, but it clearly doesn't mean that at all. And then he got really weird, and he goes, "Wait, you want me to act like a cop?" And I was like, No, I'm a cop. And I just started saying I was a cop over and over again. He goes, "No, you're not." And he walked away. And then it occurred to me that maybe I could open a school of self-defense for women where I just teach them to irritate and confuse their attacker. Because it works. That's a long joke. Excuse me. I don't know if you were keeping track. I broke up with my boyfriend a while ago, and I think that relationships are good for you, even if the person you're dating turns out to be the devil, because you still learn something about yourself. And I think the most important thing that I learned from that relationship is that I'm dynamite in the sack. And I'm not trying to brag. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say to strangers, but I'm just excited because it wasn't always true. Before my ex-boyfriend, my signature move in bed was what I like to refer to as the mannequin. And it never really caught on. Excuse me. Speaking of gay, I don't understand. I'm not gay. I don't understand why people get so worked up about gay marriage. Like, I don't care who marries each other. But I do find some of the arguments against it kind of interesting. Like, I heard someone on the radio saying, if we open the door to gay marriage, then what's next? Like, polygamists or people who want to marry their pets? And I just thought that was a shocking argument against gay marriage because, first of all, my dog is a guy, so if we get married, there's nothing gay about that. And secondly, if it weren't for the fact that we're not attracted to each other, I would marry my dog because I think that he would make a good husband because I think he would because he's really sweet and he's always happy to see me and he'll be dead in about 10 years. So, come on, ladies. Sorry, fellas. I don't mean it. But I'm not married. Speaking of death, I had a birthday not too long ago, and I don't want to say how old I am because it's kind of taboo in show business, but I will tell you that I am of childbearing age, and but I haven't gotten baby fever yet, and it's not because I don't like kids and babies, because I actually think they're wonderful, but I think there's a big difference between loving babies and wanting to be a parent. Like, I think those two things are as different as loving roller coasters and wanting to do a carny. It's just not the same. Hey, thanks a lot, you guys. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks.